So, like I said, you've done this before. You've done this already. So this, remember, these are conjugates. Whenever we have just the opposite sign, they're conjugates. And all of these, notice they're all a difference. 4, 81, 25, those are all perfect squares. So these right here, this is an important term that we will use over and over again, is the difference of two squares. Okay? The difference of two squares. So that you need to be able to do. And remember on this right here, we have to take it times itself. And then we can multiply it out. Okay? And we'll worry about that pattern a little bit later. Okay. So, yeah, he was a nervous Rex. Okay. I wonder how, like, a Tyrannosaurus Rex would do his homework. Would he have to, like, lean down with his short little arms? Or would they have a higher desk? Or what would it be? I don't know. Or he'd just eat the teacher and then move on. Who knows? Okay. I need you to find this worksheet. It's somewhere on your person. You should have it somewhere. Okay? You've already done this side, so we are going to do the other side real quick. Today is homework, and then we'll be everybody on the same track. Okay. This one, the rule of the donut was 2 halves make a whole, like as in a donut hole. Let's go to the other side. Here's what we're looking at. This we've not taken a look at before, have we? No. In interest of time, we're not going to worry about the top, but I will tell you this. I will tell you what the answers are so we can get the riddle, because this riddle, this is a good riddle. Okay. GV, that's going to cross out. And we got 2x squared 9. The AT, that's going to cross out. Okay. And then the last one, I got the 15. So we're just looking for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 26x and 8. Here we go. RN, that's going to cross out. Okay. So here's what I want you to be able to do. And this is so critical. I know it's more practice of what you've done before, but that's how important it is. Okay? Let's do 2A. We're going to multiply these out in our head without writing anything down. Okay? So, here we go. First term, what do I get for 2A? C squared. Good. Last term. 20. Okay. First term and last term are a piece of cake. You should be able to just write those down all day long. Okay. But the middle term, we're going to have to put some thought into. If you have to write something down, by all means, write something down. But our goal, long term, is to not have to write anything down and be able to multiply this in our head. So if I get a 4C and a 5C, all total, add them up, I get 9C. Okay? Our goal is to be able to just write that answer down and not have to write any work in the process. Trust me, it's going to make your life so much easier. Okay? So that would be NF. Ooh, NF. I haven't listened to NF in a while. There's a couple NF songs I like really well. Really well. He's a clean rapper, and boy, he's powerful, and he's good. Okay, 3A. Let's take a look at 3A. First term. K squared. Good. Last term. Negative 24. Okay, when you have one of each sign, you're going to have a negative on the backside. So now let's take a look. I got 8K and negative 3. What do we get? 5K. Good. There we go. So you need to be able to multiply this in your head super quick. And you'll see why today. Okay, let's do a couple more and then we'll call this good. You guys can finish the rest of this, and then I'm going to give you another worksheet as well. Let's go down to 4B. Okay, here we go. First term. 12n squared. Last term. -10. So those two are the easy ones. You multiply your firsts and you multiply your lasts. Magda, are you working on that middle term? Okay. What are you getting for the middle term? Do you have something? 7. That's right, because I have a 15 and I've got a -8. And if you have to write that down, you can. But I get 7n. Okay. Okay, let's do one more from let's go set 5. Okay. Let's pick C. Okay. First term. 21x squared. Last term. -2y squared. Okay. So now all we have to do is figure out the middle term. Okay? What do we get? Yeah, so it's going to be negative, and I'm going to write in alphabetical order. Why is it negative xy? Because we have a 6xy, and we got a -7xy, so that gives me -1xy. Okay, so that you need to do, I'm going to circle this on the bottom, 12/8, that is due on Friday. And that's tomorrow. Does it seem like a short week or a long week for you guys? Has it gone quick or slow? I don't know. Mine's been a kind of a long week. Okay. So now what we need to do is you need to pick up another worksheet. Boom. On the front. Do you feel outnumbered today, Eli?
Yeah.
Okay. I do like this riddle. I do like this riddle. Okay. I will give you the answers for the top 3 so you can do this riddle. These are what's called algebra tiles, and some teacher, it was kind of a fad back when I wrote these worksheets that they were found in a lot of classrooms. So this right here, this is x, 1, 1, 1, so it's x plus 3, x, and another 1, 1, so it's x plus 2. So that's, so what do we have to do? Cross out the letter next to each correct answer. Okay. So x plus 3, x plus 2. Here we go. Crossing out the u. Okay. On the next one, can you guys help me out on this? What's the width on the top? X plus 1. What's the height on the side? X plus 4. Okay. X plus 1 and x plus 4. Okay. And then this, x plus 5 and x plus 3. This is a good riddle. I like this one. Okay. So here is our goal. So now what we have to do is we're going to go backwards. We are dividing. So our goal is to take this x squared plus 7x plus 10 and break it up. Okay? I'm going to change to pencil in this one because we're going to be doing trial and error. Okay? So, in the front, I think it's pretty obvious we have x's. Okay? What do you think our signs will be here to get a positive 7 and a positive 10? No, the signs, the plus and minus signs. Plus. If these multiply together to give me a positive and add together to give me a positive, these will both be positives. So bottom line, if both the signs are positive, well then your answer will have positives in it. So these two right here, they have to multiply together to give me 10. And we only have a couple of options. 1 and 10 or 2 and 5. 2 and 5 gives me 10. 1 and 10 gives me 10. Which pair should we choose? You're right. Why? Because they have to add up to 7. So 2 and 5. So let's just double check it. 2x, 5x gives me 7x. Boom, we're right. Okay. Let's go down to let's go over to number 11. N squared plus 11n plus 24. Okay. Well, obviously in the fronts we're just going to have n's. My signs are going to be plus and plus because everything's positive here. So now what might be helpful, and I always do, well, I shouldn't say I always do. When I'm teaching, I always do. I have 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Which pair should I choose? 3 and 8. Why? Because 3 and 8, that gives me a 3n, and an 8n gives me 11n. So I know it's factored right. That's why it's so important. You have to be able to multiply these out, because if you can't multiply them out, you have no idea whether you're right or wrong. Okay? Let's go over to, let's do number 6. X squared minus 8x plus 7. Okay, this is where the signs are going to get more interesting. What are my signs going to be? Negative? Both negative? They are both going to be negative. Good. And you guys have probably picked that up as you guys have gone. Is this starting to ring a bell from what you guys did in Algebra 1 a little bit as well? Okay, we're just going to hit this harder than hard and make sure we're really good at it. Okay? So now I need both negatives, because a negative times a negative gives me a positive, and when I add them together, I need a negative. Okay? So then my factors, the only options I have are 1 and 7. And we need to be able to check and see if we're right. Are we right? Well, let's double check it. X squared, yep. Positive 7, yep. Negative 1 and negative 7 gives me negative 8, yep. I'm good to go. Okay? Then I will ask you guys, do you need more examples? Okay, so here's what I want to do. For today, for you guys, you're going to do 12-8, which we just went over that. That's this girl attorney, boy attorney one. We got kind of off because of the VETS program, so I'm trying to get us back together. And then I want you to do 13-3. Due Friday. Okay? Might be able to get those done in the time we have. Never know. Yes, we've got like 25 minutes. But this is so important to be able to do.